Hello, guys. Blessed, glorious, blissful day to you all, depending on whether you are watching or hearing me from. My esteemed and highly esteemed fans out there. Yeah, of course, I'm so touched and moved this morning to really come and say and speak my mind about still happenings in the ongoing Nations Cup AFCON 2025 taking place in Morocco. Of course, a lot has happened and a lot have trend, and the real trend right now is just like it's now the trend is starting because of course is the semi-final day match, and of course it's between the four countries that qualified for the semi-final. They are really deserving countries that of course that have won it previously, and all both have African Player of the Year in their pack, and of course notably is the one of course of Hakim, the PSG guy that is a Moroccan player, and of course before that was the double header of Osimhen and Adama Lukman. Of course, Nigeria's squad is the only one that also parade two previous winners. The others being Sadio Mane and Mo Salah of Egypt, Sadio Mane of Senegal. Yeah, of course, the two semi-final matches will be taking place today, and the first one will be between Egypt and Senegal. Of course, there's not much has been really talked about that, and that is not the match that is the high point of today's semi-final that is really trending. Of course, that match, not much really is going on, and it's going to expected from that match. Of course, it's a balanced match, and it's a kind of a reunion between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane, being teammates in Liverpool, and of course, in that match, of course, I see Senegal having an edge and having a straight forward win because and it's not going to be a keenly contested match, though it's going to be strong and being a semi-final match. Two sides have come a long way because, of course, Egypt won against Ivory Coast, and of course, that match wasn't meant to be a victory for Egypt, if not for some costly mistake that Ivory Coast did or had in that match that cost them that match. Egypt on the side during the list are spectacular. They really haven't really played really much during the en route the quarterfinal, also finally to the semi-final right now. But of course, on the part of Senegal, of course, Senegal has been there, and Senegal they have really played some good matches, and they've been really so neat and clean, and they're avoiding all kinds of mistake. And that is why it's not going to be, of course, definitely going to be easy for the Pharaohs of Egypt as the Senegalese guys really, they are giving a good account of themselves. They are also a very organized side and a discipline. So, of course, with their physicality that they bring into the game, I don't think Egypt is going to stand a chance in that. So, I will say that now to the D match that is between the Moroccan national team and the Nigerian national team, the Atlas Lion and the Super Eagles. And this match, of course, a lot have been said. Predictions have been made. Controversies have ensued, and yeah, tactical analysis, evaluation have ensued, and it's a trending high point of today's two semi-final match. And of course, I just thought I should bear my thought of this very match has started been trending. Of course, this has a lot to do with all that have happened, the rivalry, and not even it even goes beyond just the two main national side. Of course, we've got some. Yeah, of course, it was last year also the Moroccans hosted the female version of the AFCON, and we know what happened. Yeah, of course, Nigeria played the final with the Moroccan ladies, and to their greatest surprise, Nigeria snatched that victory after they went ahead went ahead in the first half, leading 2-0, and Nigeria coming back in the second half, dominated and equalized and snatched the victory. It's still very fresh in the minds of the Moroccans. So their fans really, up to date, they have not forgiven the referee, and I heard that the referee has been, even he has been, the referee of that match that officiated that match was sued, and they are still in court because they thought that the officiating was biased. So that is still a very fresh injury coming into this very game that Nigeria Super Eagles are playing. So that is why they are not leaving any stone unturned. So the Moroccans are dead ready to do all that it takes to win this match. And on the other hand, of course, the Super Eagles, of course, in this very tournament, they are in a beast mode, and there's not the Super Eagles that played 2 years ago that struggled, but they were still able to get to the finals of that last edition, which Morocco also participated. Morocco, of course, didn't even go across this. I think the second round of the knockout stage to the quarterfinal. They were all knocked out. So Of course, people enough have been said about the form of Morocco not having played no lose at home, played several matches and not having to lose anyone, and they are not even having to draw one. All of they have a record of victory and consistency, even right from when they participated in the World Cup in 2022 or 2023 or thereabout, and they have a good account of themselves and have had a very strong squad. But of course, the same squad that went into the last year's AFCON, and they were knocked out. So it's not a matter of how strong the squad is. Of course, this Nigerian squad, of course, we see the likes of Lukman, Demola, Akon, and Akon, Osimhen. The defense is not the defense of the old, where we have a Trossard. Right now, the defense of young lads, particularly out of the defense. So no mistake, particularly about this defense, is 13. No mistake comes. So the defense line are okay. Even the midfield, the way it is now in Nigeria. So it's not a matter of whoever. It's not a matter of how Morocco they are playing before their home crowd. They are not considered a goal. They are this, they are that. Of course, we saw how the Nigerian class, the Algerian, they are all the same North African kind of a pattern that they play. And of course, even before the match between Algeria, people were frantic. And yeah, it happened that Nigeria came out victorious and dominated the game. So in this match, of course, as far as Nigerians are able to score clean goals, direct goals, not depending on relying on penalty or set piece, and of course, the officiating, of course, Bob is saying the officiating will be somehow in favor of Morocco, the fans or whatever. Of course, fine. But what I'm still saying now, in spite of all that, except Nigeria is not able to score a goal, which I see very rare because right from the beginning of the tournament, Nigeria have been scoring no matter defense, organized defense. Of course, Algeria had a very perfect record, but Nigeria still broke the jinx and defeated them. So, of course, coming to this match, I know Morocco, they are going to do all they can to be able to cause all kinds of distraction. I believe our boys, they are all dead focused in this game. And of course, the match between the Cameroonians and the Moroccans play, we saw how it went. And yes, the Cameroonians complain about all kinds of officiating, but my concern in that match was that why couldn't Cameroon even register a clean goal, a direct goal from the run of play? That was the problem. It's not a matter of, you can't depend on infringement or penalty as a squad that knows what they are doing, that have all the takes. So Nigeria is not Cameroon. So Nigeria have one of the most potent attack in this competition, and believe you me, that attack can cause havoc to any team in the world today. And Morocco, they know it. And of course, Nigeria have one of the most fluid midfield defense. So you just can't take it away from Nigeria in this current AFCON. So guys, we look forward to this match, and damn all predictions, damn all the doubts and skepticism from all angles regarding the referee or whoever. As far as Nigeria doesn't receive a undue red card, and of course the boys are focused and they come up with the same fighting spirit, and they are well controlled, disciplined, and not allowing anything to distract them, and not overreacting in any case, and then allowing these people to get on their nerves, to get them frustrated or whatever, to start behaving abnormally. I believe they are going to carry the day. The match is going to be keenly contested. Nigeria have a pattern that can destabilize anytime. I saw it against the Algerians, whereby they take the pace, they slow down the pace, increase the tempo, slow down the tempo, increase the tempo to their own way, and they dictate the pace of the match. So that is what we are going to see today, guys. Believe you me, trust me, that this is what is going to happen. Of course, we know the Moroccans have theirs, of course, in the Real Madrid guy. But of course, he's just a guy that, of course, is one of the most notable guys, apart from the Akim, the other defense, and one other guy. But Nigeria is all around. And today, that we are going to see the inclusion of this other guy that has been signed by Galatasaray now, that is going to replace the captain. They are going to replace Nigeria's captain, Fred Didi. That's another joker for Nigeria, because that guy also is good. He's young, so he's going to add even. And in short, it's a blessing in disguise for the Nigerian national team right now in this very match. God knows why. And of course, Nigerians, we are praying, it's Nigerian praise, and it's a country that we know that, yes, they believe. What they believe in is much more greater than what the those believe. So greater is he that is that he that is in them. We already know the story, so I don't want to go deep into that area. But we will have ears, let him hear. You can already decoded what I mean right now. So guys, share your thoughts, follow, like, and comment. Let's get kicking. It's AFCON final all the way for the Super Eagles, guys. Come on. Love you guys. Have a nice day.